Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Salam Mahfoud. I am from Yemen. In this series, I'm sharing my journey at Microverse as a Microverse student, or as a micronaut, as they call it. So what is Microverse? For those of you who doesn't know, you can pause your screen and read. This video is about week 1 at Microverse. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the day structure or the daily schedule. I'm gonna talk about the projects we did and my personal experience so far. So starting by the day structure or the daily schedule, I want to mention first that when you start Microverse, you are assigned to 3 different teams. You have the morning session group, you have the coding partners, and you have the stand-up team. So if we look to the schedule, you will see the morning session is 30 minutes in the morning, and then the program time, which is from 8:30 until 4:45, and then you have the lunch break in the middle. And the last thing is your stand-up team meeting. The 2 sessions, which are the morning session and the stand-up team, are mostly to discuss how our day went. So we will share our experiences through the day, what are the difficulties we faced, what we gonna do different to overcome these difficulties. And so for example, one of these difficulties are distractions through the day. So if you are living with your family, if you are living with your friends, if you have any type of distractions, how to overcome these distractions, what to do to relax if you had a very stressful day. And we are just sharing experience, we are sharing ideas on how to improve our time when we work in the program. The program time is having the main technical skills that we are learning, which is technical and the soft skills. So for example, the first module is about the HTML and CSS. So we learned more or all of these things in the program time, which is from 8:30 until 4:45. The activities in general are divided into 2 main types. So the type where you will learn and read. So you will read about the concept. For example, the Flexbox, like reading about the concepts and understanding how to use it, what type of values it accepts, and when to implement the concept. And the second part is applying, which is making a project. Okay, so the first week was about making a portfolio website, but as a mobile version. Okay, so mobile version of a portfolio website. So we started by so one day was only doing the toolbar and the headline, and then the next day we did the my experience section and about me. So it's structured in a way that it takes you step by step in implementing the concepts at the right time. So for example, you will read about the Flexbox and you will do the part of the project that requires Flexbox in the project. Going through these projects, it is dependent on you and your team. You must meet at least twice, once before the break and the second time after the break for at least 10 or 15 minutes. But you and your team, you decide if you like to do it totally individually, or you do it as a group, or you just like me and my team did. I am just like sharing my camera all the time. We are all like being present at the moment, and if anyone have a question, if anyone is struggling with something, we just open the mic and ask, and then we share our ideas, and then we go through the activity. Okay, so about my personal experience, I want to start it by talking about day 1, because we had a really important welcome call where they present all the program again. So I want to share with you some slides talking about the core program, the types of activities we have, and attendance policy, and the block and module repetition policy. Next, I want to talk about what I learned, starting by setting up the README file. I learned about the linters. You can Google what are linters. And then we entered more on the CSS. So we learned the concept of the flexbox, the grid layout, and floats and positioning. And the final thing we learned this week was what to expect from career services at Microverse. I want to talk about my expectations, because before I start first week, I was thinking, okay, like the first week will be just orientation, welcoming, some easy stuff, but I was very wrong. I did not expect to start building my first website on the first week at Microverse, and that was really much better than what I expected. I want to talk about things I liked and things I did not like in this program, or in this first week. Starting by the first thing I liked was that I feel like I learned something, okay? And it's not just a feeling, because anytime I can open my GitHub account, I open my GitHub repositories and I can see my project there. So I learned something. I feel like I learned something, and I can see that I learned something, not just a feeling. The second thing I like was the program structure, how the different tools are around, how the student dashboard is really organized in a very easy to understand, easy to navigate way. So we had like joining team calls, different team calls from the dashboard. We can do monitoring our progress and attendance, and we have also like how to get help for technical issues, for team issues, for individual issues, even for harassment. Like if you felt like someone is saying bad things to you, you can report in a very professional way. In general, I really liked the supporting structure at Microverse. As you can see, you have your partners, you have your morning and stand-up teams, you have your mentor, student success team, code reviewers, your coaches, and this structure gives you technical support, gives you motivational support, and gives you career support, which is really amazing. The cons or the disadvantages or the things that I feel like I need to improve at, maybe from me and from Microverse as well, is the intensity. Okay, so the program is very intense. When I first, reading about the program, I thought like 8 hours will be a lot, studying 8 hours a day. But what happened is I am spending between 12 to 15 hours on my computer. That's a lot. That's not healthy, that's not good. But I faced some difficulties because this is my first website to build, and I believe that by time like next week and the week after, I will monitor myself and I will try to make it less and less. The big thing with that is I managed to finish on my time. So I managed to finish day 5 on day 5. Now I have all of Saturday to do this video, and I have tomorrow Sunday. I will have nothing else to do. Finally, and as a conclusion, I want to say that I am enjoying the journey so far. It's just 1 week, but I'm just sharing what I feel about it. I have an advice for students who are just entering the program is spend good time in preparing yourself to have a good first impression, because if you started the program and you have no idea about many things, like you skipped the pre-enrollment bootcamp or you skipped the level up, you just went to application process and rushing around, you will really have a bad first impression. So this is my first advice, and my second advice is to students like me who are just starting. Let's keep fighting and let's do this. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please give any feedback about this video in the comment section. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them in the comments or in my next video. Connect with me on my social media accounts in the description as well. Have a beautiful day and happy coding.